Welcome back to Advantage Tennis, everybody. So these last 2 weeks, we've been putting in a lot of work, working on the backhand, working on the volleys, and working on our service game. Also at the end, we're gonna showcase a little service game that you can practice on your own to help deal with the pressure and make sure your service game is ready for competition. I did not play any practice sets these last 2 weeks. I did play some super tie breaks and hit ground strokes with a couple of friends. Look for more practice sets coming next month. I'll more than likely be hitting with Mike again, who I played in the last video. Also, an old hitting partner of mine, Michael, will be making an appearance on the channel. We played together at RCC, and he's one of the better players that I know. Come September, I'll get into more sanctioned tournaments, either once a month or twice a month, depending on my schedule and the tournaments and whatnot. As long as they let me record, those matches will be posted on the channel. My backhand is feeling much more consistent as of late. I think I could get a better unit turn still. The back of my right shoulder could be facing the court a little more. Overall gaining confidence though. Also, I've employed my dad to start feeding me balls again. The tennis ball machine is great, but hitting slice balls and balls with no pace to my backhand side has always been a problem. So he'll be able to feed those types of balls to me and get that dialed in. Here's a clip of me caught slipping. I thought the ball was going to hit the camera, and the tennis ball machine took a shot at my chest. But no worries, it doesn't hurt. My volleys and touch have been getting better though. I need to look into implementing a couple different drills for more improvement for sure. I've been hitting more in the center of the racket, but still think there's a lot of room for improvement. And overall, I think the touch will come as we continue to just practice, and just like the rest of my game, really. Second serves have been becoming more consistent and controlled. Before I felt like I would be missing by feet on occasion, and now I'm only missing by inches for the most part. I believe I hit 10 or 11 second serves in a row in this clip. Been focusing on keeping the toss consistent, making sure that the ball is not rotating off my hand. I think that's been a major aspect of my serve, kind of just focusing on that for the most part. I threw in this clip with the camera set up at the baseline. It stands about 4.5 feet tall, so the second serve is kicking up higher than that, which should be at somebody's shoulder height roughly, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm beginning to trust my first serve a little more as well. I think there are still a few tweaks that could be made to make it more consistent. Taking a little pace off it and focusing on hitting the ball at the same height each time, I think should do the trick. Here's another angle of the first serve, getting that momentum into the court. This is also a great angle to see the toss. The height of the toss seems to be consistent to me, but the timing of the serve might be the issue that I'm having. More work to be done on the off season, that's for sure. All right, and lastly, the service game. So you're going to imagine you're playing just a service game in a match, except the only way to get a point is to hit your first serve and your second serve in on the same side. If you hit the first serve in and the second serve out, you lose the point. Pretty much if you miss any second serves, you've lost the point. If you miss the first serve and you make the second serve, then it goes to a coin toss. I use my racket as the coin, like most tennis players. But make sure, of course, you're not cheating. If you can't trust yourself to use your racket, just bring an actual quarter, and yeah, that'll do it. I usually do about 6 games like this. which is the most amount you'll ever serve in an actual set. On this day, I won 4 and lost 1, but I didn't get to finish. Unfortunately, I got kicked off the court by a local tennis coach who had reserved it for practice. But it's a fun game, puts the pressure on just a little bit. Feel free to adjust the rules to your level of play, or maybe divide the service boxes into 3 and make it tougher by having to call out all your shots as well. But yeah, anyways, let me know what you think of the game and the video in the comment section. Thank you for sticking around to the end, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, everybody.